Last week at the end of the episode, I made a couple predictions.
I don't remember what they were.
Both of them came
No,
true.
yeah.
49ers won the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that one definitely was not
But,
right.
yeah, well, no, that's true. 49ers won. And Bernie Sanders is now the president.
Did you say he was going to win the Iowa primary?
No, he said he's going to be president, and he is. And he did it. Great job, Bernie.
He didn't have to make it.
Now we don't need it. So it's all garbage anyways. We don't need it. So now that Bernie Sanders is president, the schedule later this week, Chris Matthews is going to be shot in the street. Oh boy, socialists gonna do an assassination. Oh jeez, Jiminy Jellikers. Oh shit, Chris Matthews is too old.
He is farting on camera.
Yeah, farting on camera.
Yes.
I wish I would have
Farted on camera.
followed through on political science. That way I could have grown up to be a pundit, and then that way I can be 70 years old on cable news and be like, ah, damn, the kids today, they want free healthcare and it's gonna get me killed.
You act like there's not still time for you to do it. I mean,
I guess I could just, yeah.
It's not like any of these guys are real like tough heavyweights in the political science arena. Not
They're not really tough heavyweights in anything.
I mean, Chris Matthews is a heavyweight if you weigh him. I'm sure.
Remember when he loved George W? He was all about W during the Bush years. What a weird guy. We should definitely listen to his opinions. You know what else is good this week? You know what I've been listening to?
Chris Matthews.
Well, I've been listening to Union folk music and Billy Bragg or whatever, but of more important note for you specifically, because you got the boomer brain. Is,
I'm 2 years older than you, dumbass.
Wait, what?
Go.
I've been listening to the White Album, the Beatles White Album.
The Beatles?
Yeah, the Beatles. Because I was refreshing my Charles Manson knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why were they so into this album? I should listen to it more. So I've been listening to it a lot.
I've been listening to Helter Skelter for 24 hours straight.
Nah, mostly it's Happiness is a Warm Gun is the best song on the album.
Oh, yeah, it is. And then, Why My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Mm-hmm. I don't get it. It's
I like Martha My Dear a lot too, which is about Paul's dog.
Listening to the White Album made the really stark light of day for the Manson family. It's man, these were just stupid kids. Because nothing about the album is oh yes, I'm motivated to start the race war with murder.
That's what Revolution was about.
There's nothing in there about it.
Number 9. Number 9.
And then they wrote political piggies and blood at one of the murders, and there's a song there called Piggies, but it's do 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 little piggies having piggy lives. Is that about cops? Yeah, so I don't know what they were all about, but it's a pretty good album. Rubber Soul's good, and Abbey Road, I think I like him better, but the White Album is pretty good.
Coops got me Abbey Road on vinyl for my birthday.
Whoa, original pressing, $1 million album?
No, the remaster they just released.
Oh yeah, they remastered most of their albums in 2012.
Yeah, something like that. But they did because the Abbey Road's 50th anniversary just happened. 50 for them. It seems like it's got to be 50.
Yeah, because it'd be 69.
Happened in 2019. So I think they did another remaster of Abbey Road last year.
Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Yeah, so, that's pretty good. Good job, Beatles.
They were quite popular.
Yeah, quite popular at the time. Valentine's Day is on Friday.
Oh, shit.
What are some good romantic movies?
Showgirls.
Showgirls is pretty romantic. That weird sex scene in the pool.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut is pretty romantic. Remember that weird sex scene that's the entire opening of the movie?
It's basically the entire movie.
Yeah, it goes on.
Remember Eyes Wide Shut? That weird sex scene?
A lot of 90s butts in it. What was the deal with butts in the 90s?
Kettlebells hadn't been invented yet. So.
Yeah, it's like they didn't... I guess no one was exercising in the 90s. They just weren't eating and doing a lot of cocaine.
That's how you keep thin. That's what you should do. You're trying to thin out, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to get leaner so I look like Arnold.
I don't know. Again, Arnold wasn't necessarily lean.
Yeah. Also, genetically, I just don't have like those giant pecs. You know what I mean? He's got those like big man titties that like go down like halfway down his torso.
Yeah. It's like
I just have like
a gorilla chest.
Yeah, I have a long ass abdomen, and then my like pecs are like they come in at like a deep V. So I'll never have the giant man titties. Nothing I can do about it. Try to work out my lower pecs.
Just get implants like Arnold did in his legs.
No, I think I'll just look like a normal human. Just looking all right.
No. That's not what these movies have been telling me to do, Kyle.
Yeah, it's like too expensive, too much work to get as buff as Arnold, though. So I refuse.
I'm just eating nothing but tuna.
You get mercury poisoning.
Hell yeah.
Tuna rules. Oh yeah, so we watched Conan the Destroyer.
Oh, this is a VHS call. We didn't.
It's VHS call too.
In his first adventure, he stole the treasure of 3 kings and crushed the empire of an evil sorcerer. But his biggest triumph was at the box office. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger is back as Conan the Destroyer to join forces with a wizard, a warrior, a runaway, and a renegade. Pursued by the armies of hostile kingdoms, they must stop a queen who will rule the world or destroy it. A band of outcasts in a battle to free the earth.
Oh, and
VHS called Conan.
Sinn Féin's doing really well in Ireland. The Sinn Féin political party, its leader is Mary Lou McDonald, distant relative. So good for her.
We have no proof of that.
All McDonalds are related, even the Scottish ones.
No.
Yeah, we're related to Doctor Who.
I forgot his name is David Tennant.
Yeah, he's a coward. He's like, I gotta change my last name because I'm a coward.
Was that a Scottish accent?
No, that's just David Tennant being a coward accent. Being a little piss baby. Yeah, Conan the Barbarian, check it out. Conan the Barbarian was rated R, directed by John Milius. It has sex, blood.
This one is not that.
It has a snake orgy, drunk driving, camel kissing with fists. You know, it was blood, guts, very early 80s sword and sex kind of fun movie.
Sword and sexery.
Conan the Destroyer is rated PG. It's directed by Richard Fleischer, famously known for directing Dr. Dolittle. He also did like Silent Green and stuff, but I was just like Dr. Dolittle. And then even just listen to the synopsis. Conan leads a ragtag group of adventurers on a quest for a princess.
A princess.
That's
it's straight up. This is a D&D movie.
Well, yeah, it's the fucking cartoon selling toys, kids shit.
They made a cartoon, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, and they have like a little phoenix guy that really wanted pomegranates.
Yeah, there's no
pomegranates.
There's no titties in this movie.
No. It's PG.
Their people are dressed quite provocatively.
Yeah.
But no bare titties.
Grace Jones does not have a lot of clothes on.
No, she looks badass.
She's the only one that I'm convinced actually is a warrior in this.
Well, she did tons of like bow fighting training beforehand, and she was like tearing stunt doubles up. So yeah, she just beat everybody up apparently. Tearing them up. She's like, "Oh yeah, you want to do stunt fighting? I don't think so. Break your face."
Grace Jones. Ah!
Yeah, Grace Jones is the the equivalent of like Tina Turner showing up in Beyond Thunderdome. We got Grace Jones in Conan the Destroyer, but I guess kind of like Tina Turner, she like steals the show. So she shows up, you're like, "All right, Tina Turner."
You don't think I know the law? I'm going to swing the law.
Yeah, it's some bad like cartoon shit, like He-Man or She-Ra or.
Well, I mean, like He-Man. Like we talked about this in the first one with Conan, but he came out like a day after Conan the Barbarian was released. The He-Man cartoon came out.
Yeah, make some money, get some toys going. Toys, baby.
And so the Conan became a hit, and all these other like kind of quasi sword and sorcery movies are making some money. And so they're like, you know what we should do? Conan's for the kids.
Hell yeah. I don't mind it actually. I actually kind of really liked Conan the Destroyer.
I don't. I really didn't like it that much.
Oh, really? I think it's pretty good just because it is like, yeah, it's a little D&D campaign. So that's interesting. Beyond Conan the Destroyer, but including like Barbarian and Beastmaster and some of the other sword and sorcery movies. This is like the kind of fantasy I like, where it's just like fucking physically impressive, beautiful people barely wearing anything, and having sex and like killing monsters. I don't want like any of that highfalutin fantasy shit anymore. That's why The Witcher's good, because it's just like beautiful people hanging and banging. They're just hanging and banging.
Kyle, one of them has a hump. There's a hunchback.
Yeah, and she still looks great, hanging and banging. Also, eventually she gets
what's the deal with his fucking sidekick? He's so fucking annoying.
Who, the rogue in this?
Yeah,
Alec. He's got
Hey, it's me. I'm Malik. I'm here for stealing. I don't ever poop.
Yeah, he sounds like a Renfield, huh?
Yeah.
He's got all the the most lines in the movie too. He's like the only person that talks.
They try to make Conan like this, like kind of like have this laconic, witty rapport, but it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, like he's a Spartan warrior, but he's just.
Why are they trying to kill us, Conan? I don't know. Maybe they want to hang us, huh?
It just kind of makes him seem dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't steal everything. We didn't have the time.
We didn't have the time. I also noticed in this one, so he still says Crom a lot. Crom.
Even though like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, I realized that I think they're trying to using it as like an exclamation. Mm-hmm. So like instead of saying Jesus Christ or oh wow, he just goes Crom. First of all, I didn't realize that was the point of it because Arnold Schwarzenegger's line delivery is so bad. Like you can't ever tell what his intention is with what he's saying. And then also, since Conan